What family member made your life hell over something that had nothing to do with them? My sister-in-law sued me for tattooing my niece. I have been a tattoo artist and the black sheep of the family for decades. My brother always looked at my body like the ink made me less than him, and his wife Karen was one of those women who just had to speak her mind. The kind of woman who would tell kids their Mother's Day drawings looked terrible, and once even said she'd rather die than have anyone in her family look like me. Well, her daughter, my niece Mindy, came into my shop on her 18th birthday. She wanted a love heart on her tricep with her best friend's death date across it. Simple and meaningful. I got done with the tattoo, took my payment, I tried to give it for free, but she insisted, and let her be on her way. I knew Karen would have something to say, but what I didn't expect was a nuclear call literally 30 minutes later. You infected her! Karen screamed so loud I had to hold the phone away from my ear. She's marked for life because you couldn't say no. I tried explaining that Mindy was 18, that it was legal, that she'd signed all the papers, but Karen told me to watch out, then hung up on me. Then came the family group text. Mom said she was ashamed of me. Eric agreed with her. When I pointed out that Mindy was an adult who wanted the tattoo, Karen butted in and said that she wasn't an adult. She was just a girl who couldn't see the bigger picture, and as her mother, she knows what's best for her. I decided to just leave the group chat. Tomorrow was Sunday, meaning weekly family dinner. I showed up ready to defend myself and Mindy, but Karen blocked the doorway. Absolutely not, she said. You're not welcome here until you remove her tattoo. I explained the artist wasn't even the one to do removals, which seemed to make her mad because she screamed that I'd be paying for the removal in that case. I saw Mindy standing in the doorway, her face filled with secondhand embarrassment. Mom, that tattoo is for Jack. It means a lot. Jack would be ashamed of it. Karen cut her off. Mindy's jaw dropped. I went to say something, but Karen slammed the door in my face. I heard her giving out, but I'm not sure what was said. That night I texted Mindy, but the text bubble went green. Karen had taken Mindy's phone. I knew I needed to help, so I contacted her through her school email and got her to leave early the next day with sickness. I gave her advice on how to deal with her mom, and we decided she needed to move out. She couldn't stay at mine. My lease was ending and I was moving across the country soon, but she could have her own place. I dropped her off a few blocks from her house so Karen wouldn't suspect a thing, but she did. And that night, I got a particularly nasty call where Karen told me if I tried anything else, she'd make me regret it. So naturally, I tried something else. I started sending Mindy money to look for her own place. She was thankful, but that lasted about a week. Karen snooped through her bank account and saw my name. I woke up the next day to her posting on Facebook that I was dangerous around children. Just like that, my reputation was ruined. Now, one of the first things that came up when you Googled my tattoo shop was that post. It destroyed my business overnight. On top of that, she sent the post to our entire extended family without context. I was uninvited from our great-grandmother's 100th birthday party. She even went as far as contacting my shop's licensing company saying I tattooed minors without parental consent to try get my shop shut down. It was about 2 weeks after the post when Mindy came back into my shop. She was basically in tears. Uncle, I hate life at home. There were no customers inside, so I knelt down and embraced her. We talked for a bit, and that's when she brought up this one tattoo she's wanted since she was 12. She showed me the design she'd been working on for years, a shark swimming up her forearm. It's from my love of the ocean, and Jaws is my favorite movie ever, and it's just me. Your mom will actually murder us both, I said, chuckling, knowing what I was about to do. Mom will disown me either way. I need one person in this family to support me. She paused. She's been making me wear long sleeves everywhere. Made me quit the swim team because someone might see the heart tattoo. Well, I'm sorry for saying this, I began. But your mom is one ocean-sized idiot. Let's get this tattoo going. The beam on her face was amazing to see. 3 hours later, she walked out with this gorgeous piece. Mindy tried to hide it at first, only wore hoodies and sweatshirts. She emailed me basically every day laughing about how she was scared, but almost excited to see how much her mom flips out. Well, it didn't take that long. Mindy was changing one of the days when Karen burst into her room with some information she'd found about the dangers of tattoos, and it's while standing there with that graphic in her hand that she saw the shark piece on Mindy's forearm. From what Mindy told me, her reaction was priceless. Rage, sadness, confusion, panic, every negative emotion possible. The only thing she didn't do was drop to her knees and cry. She grabbed Mindy's forearm and actually tried to smack her. Mindy yanked her arm away and dodged, and that's when she decided it would be funny to mess with her mom. I have a full sleeve booked with Uncle next week, she chuckled. Now Karen actually dropped to her knees. She started crying with rage, and after a minute on the floor, she actually called my brother to cancel their date night. Instead, she got in her car and started speeding to my shop. Full story on channel linked below.